WTO is associated with long talks, various tariffs, customs quotas, imports and exports, as well as other terms which our consumers sometimes do not understand. The task of the WTO market is to break all the barriers between the buyers and the sellers, because we know everything about the prices. Chicken egg is one of the most common food products in the world. It means that it is widely produced as well as consumed. The reason is that this product is available to the most people on Earth. For instance, chickens in China lay approximately 500 million eggs per day. At the same time, despite the increase in output, the country is incapable of satisfying 100% of its demand. As a result, a certain amount of eggs is imported from other states. Chicken legs in China are considered a delicacy and included into the top 10 imported products. Kazakhstan is increasing export of eggs and poultry to the neighbor states. It has become possible due to its accession to the WTO. Watch in the upcoming 10 minutes. Seasonality on the egg market. When do manufacturers have to export their products? New factories are to satisfy Kazakhstan's demand for poultry meat by 100%. Free of bad cholesterol. Why egg consumption throughout the world is constantly growing. Kazakhstan is 100% self-sufficient in eggs. This is the only branch of animal breeding in the country which works so efficiently. Kazakhstan satisfies its demand for poultry meat approximately by 50%. Poultry farming is especially developed in Almaty, Karaganda, Kostanay and North Kazakhstan regions. There are large and small poultry plants which produce 1,500 tons of meat. They are divided into 3 categories. Those which produce more than 10,000 tons of poultry meat belong to the first category. We have 5 to 6 factories with the output of up to 30,000 tons. In Kazakhstan, eggs and poultry meat are very popular products. We need eggs in order to make dough, and we consume poultry because it is the cheapest type of meat. Each resident of Kazakhstan eats almost 18 kilograms of chicken meat annually. In 2015, Kazakhstan produced 146,000 tons of poultry meat and 4,600,000 eggs. In 2016, it is expected to increase the output to 182,000 tons of poultry meat and to more than 5 billion eggs. The number and the quality of eggs produced by factories depend on many factors. Heng Kyaga, who has been heading Al-Sad poultry plant, knows it very well.
It's a mix of factors. The human factor is very high. Chickens never make a mistake. It's the people who work with them. And you have to give that chicken every day, 24/7. You have to give them what they need. So the influence on the temperature, the water quality, the feed quality, the vaccine program we're using. We have to protect the birds for viruses flying over Kazakhstan into our chicken houses. So
Kazakhstan also exports eggs to its other trade partners: Tajikistan, Uzbekistan, Turkmenistan and Afghanistan. The geography of supplies is constantly expanding. As part of business support, we present our products abroad by means of participation at foreign specialized exhibitions, finding potential buyers and direct negotiations of our poultry plants with foreign commercial networks. The poultry meat import quota in the US was increased due to Kazakhstan's accession to the WTO. This has put at risk local producers but played into consumers' hands. The choice of goods became wider and prices lower. However, it is known that Kazakhstan is capable of satisfying its demand for poultry meat by 100%. Currently, 5 new poultry plants are being built in different parts of the country. The construction of poultry plants with the output of 60 tons in live weight and 50,000 tons in slaughter weight in Akmolensk region has already begun. 2 plants will be constructed in the east of the country by Chinese contractors. The poultry plant in Kostanay region with an output of 30,000 tons is to be rebuilt. Besides eggs and chicken meat, each poultry plant can produce and sell other types of products. An example is egg powder, an ingredient which is often included into pastry and semi-finished meat products. Thus, 1 kilogram of egg powder can replace 125 eggs. Moreover, it cannot be crushed or damaged during transportation. Egg melange is another product. Its preparation consists of the following stages. Eggs are crushed and cleaned from remains of shell, film and embryos. After that, eggs are scrambled, canned and frozen. Whites and yolks are necessarily disinfected. Melange is good for confectionery and bakery products. 1 liter of melange can replace 45 eggs. Forage lays the basis of price of poultry meat and eggs, about 70% of their cost. Cereals make up 50% of forage cost. Another 50% are medicines and food additives for the improvement of egg-laying capacity and weight gaining. Another 30% are electricity costs, salaries of poultry plant workers, taxes, packaging expenses and depreciation charges. The price of an egg also depends on its weight. The heavier it is, the higher is its category. The best eggs of premium category weigh more than 65 grams. The weight of secondary category eggs is less than 55 grams. Distributors also add their margin to the price of eggs. As a result, the price of an egg on the way from the plant to the consumer can double.
Цвет скорлупы яйца совсем не зависит от...
The color of an eggshell does not depend on the color of the chicken, but on its breed. Thus, standard breeds lay white, cream and brown eggs. However, there are also exotic breeds with green and blue ones, and the yolk color is by no means a quality index. In fact, so-called rural eggs with bright and saturated yolks do not differ at all from those with pale ones. The yolk color directly depends on the fodder given to the chicken. While buying eggs, it is much more important to pay attention to the manufacture and the date of egg packaging. Besides that, freshness can be checked at home.
Обращать внимание не на цвет желтка.
Checking egg quality at home is possible for anyone. To do that, we shall need a comparatively deep vessel, some of home temperature water and eggs. Firstly, we shall fill the vessel with water. Secondly, we shall put the eggs into the vessel and wait for about 30 seconds. If the eggs are floating, it would mean that they are not fresh. It can be explained by the fact that eggs shrink after a long storage. As a result, the air volume inside the shell increases, which makes eggs float to the surface. Such eggs are recommended to be thrown away. Eggs which sank in the water but stand vertically can be eaten. Absolutely fresh eggs should be lying on the bottom of the vessel. In the 2000s, the damaged reputation of eggs was repaired and they were not anymore considered the source of bad cholesterol. This has renewed their popularity. Indeed, between 2010 and 2013, the consumption of eggs throughout the world grew by 1/3. More than 90% of eggs eaten by people are chicken eggs. Almost 70 million tons of eggs were produced in 2014. Of them, more than 40 tons originate from Asia and the Pacific, where the number of layers currently exceeds 4.5 million. China is the world's largest egg producer. The overall production of eggs in the country is 5 times higher than in the United States. It should be also noted that the US ranks the second on this market after China. India, Japan and Mexico are also included into the top 5 egg producers. Scientists from the Stockholm University convinced humankind that chickens are capable of appreciating a person's appearance. They intentionally taught 6 chickens, 3 males and 3 females, to distinguish human faces. Roosters were fed when they pecked a woman's photo and hens when they pecked a man's photo. Then the most interesting thing began. It was decided to demonstrate to the chickens another 5 images. However, firstly, researchers asked students to appreciate the photos and say which ones they consider the most attractive. After that, it was the turn of chickens to make a choice. And the chickens appreciated the photos almost in the same way as students. I wish you economic and quality purchases.